Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. You are tuned into Bigmikes blog. I am your humble, beautiful host, Big Mike, coming to you from my home. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing fantastic out there. I just did a vlog on my opinions on Hinge. So if you want to check that one out, feel free. Click on the subscribe to my channel so you can get the latest content. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to tell their cousin to watch this vlog, because I'm going to be hitting you up with a lot of content, or try to hit you up with as much content as I can. If you guys have anything you want me to discuss, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. And if you want to follow me on all my social media handles, IG, Facebook, all that jazz, send me an email or send me a comment and I will gladly add you. Okay? So, this vlog is on, well, initially I kind of teased it in my last vlog because I said I was going to kind of maybe discuss this, but figured now is the time to kind of discuss this a little bit more, seeing that I have, been here for a week. So basically I'm just talking about my self-isolation, so to speak, seeing that the coronavirus has hit and, people are supposed to be social distancing and self-isolating themselves from the public and all that stuff. So I'm just going to give you my take on it and just my opinions on it so far, and just kind of my perspective on what I've been trying to do to keep myself going so far. Okay, so as I kind of mentioned, I think when I did my first Corona video, I am laid off from my job. So I was laid off about going on 2 weeks. So in the midst of me being laid off, I've basically been home. I've been just trying to keep myself as busy as I can. Talking with people, stuff like that, doing these lovely vlogs for you lovely people out there. That's kind of helped me kind of keep my sanity as well. Reading and also working out, trying to get myself in some shape and all that jazz as well. So I've been doing those things. So it's kind of been helping me. Last week was a little bit a little bit of a pain in the ass, because I was trying to call EI for the better part of, EI is a struggle right now. Trying to call employment insurance is like a nightmare. Because you can't get a hold of them, and I literally was on hold with EI for an hour and 40 minutes before I actually spoke to a person. That's how backlogged they are with people. So that was a little bit of a journey. I don't qualify for EI, so I have to apply through the government funding stuff. So I'm going to be doing that hopefully tomorrow, if it actually is, the site's up and running. So I'll be doing that. But other than that, I've been really doing okay overall. I mean, people are losing their minds and freaking the fuck out and all this type of shit, and I've just kind of been just chilling, living my best life. I made lamb yesterday. I made some delicious lamb. Just different stuff, just different things to keep myself busy as I can. But not keep myself busy just to keep myself busy, but trying to do stuff that's fruitful and that makes sense, right? So that's the other thing as well. Because, some people just stay busy just for the sake of staying busy, but they won't be doing anything constructive with their time. I try to make sure that my time is constructive. Because I think I've gotten to a point now where, I've been talking with a lot of people about it. And, I don't know, people are very weird about it. A lot of people are freaking the fuck out, because they can't leave their house, or they think that they're like locked in their home. I'm like, you're not locked in your home. People are acting like they're in, like they can't, like they're in prison almost. I'm like, you're not in prison. Like, you can leave your house. It's just, you can't really be making sure that you're just being smart about who you're socializing with and who you're, just making sure you're not around a lot of people. That's really the biggest key. I was actually downtown on, I want to say Thursday and Friday. I actually went downtown. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Friday I was downtown mainly. And downtown was a ghost town. Like, downtown Toronto is a complete ghost town. Friday, usually Yonge Street is bustling, all the stores are open, everything. I went, and I think maybe about 90% of the stores are closed. Eaton Center's closed. Most clothing stores are closed. Some restaurants are open, but very few of them are open. So there's a lot of, it's a lot of stuff is closed. So it's a little bit eerie, I will admit. So from that perspective, I can understand maybe people's fears or their concerns or their issues, because, everything is closed. So, and it's kind of trippy. Like, I went out last Thursday, early in the morning after I worked out. I went for a run. And then after that, I went a little bit more uptown Toronto, and it was a ghost town. Everything was closed again. So it was that was the first time I saw it. And then Friday I went out and I was downtown Eaton Center and it was just dead. And that tripped me out a little bit, I will admit, because again, I've never seen downtown empty. ever, you know? So the fact that, the whole city is kind of just shut itself down, and a big metropolitan city, one of the biggest cities in North America, is completely shut down, that's a little bit telling. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it's for the greater good long term, and yeah. So I mean, that from that perspective, it's a little bit eerie. But for me, my mindset is just trying to just make sure that I try to maximize this time as best I can. Like, my plans for me personally have not changed because of this. Now, the only things that have changed is my traveling, because I had trips planned that I may or may not be able to go on now. But beyond that, my plans in terms of going forward have not deviated or changed. Like, my plan is to hopefully still go back to school. So if as long as I find out within an ample amount of time, which I'm sure York will let people know at some point soon, then or Ryerson, the other places I applied to. So I'm not really concerned from that perspective. I mean, hopefully I get in. Obviously, I still have to get in and get accepted, but hopefully I get in. So that's kind of those plans are still my plans are still the same, and I still have my job, just laid off, obviously. So whenever I go back to that, I'll go back to that. And like I said, I mean, everyone, because I get a lot of people complaining. A lot of people. I think it was either last Wednesday or Thursday. I remember I talked to like 10 people, and they were all telling me the same shit, complaining. And I couldn't even be bothered. I just said, I'm gonna turn off my damn phone and I'll talk to a fucking soul, because all y'all are doing is bitching and moaning. Like, I get the perspective of, I can't be around friends and this and that, or stuff isn't open. Okay, that's fair. It's fair. Okay. But the reality of it is this coronavirus has not stopped spreading. It seems like there's more cases every fucking day, whether it's in Ontario or in the States or around the world. This is a global pandemic. Okay? So people need to understand that. So we all, as a society, like I said in my last vlog about this, need to be smart and do our part as a society. To me, I think that this shit will eventually curb itself, and eventually it will stop, or eventually we'll be able to go back to our normal lives if people at this point right now are being responsible about what they're doing in terms of going out, in terms of doing those things. Like those idiots that were at spring break and 5 of them got sick. What do you know? So you just, that's what I mean. Like, people are not being smart about what they're doing, and they're putting other people at risk. Like, for me at this point now, I'm only going out if I absolutely unequivocally have to go out. Like, if I have to go get groceries, if I have to go to the pharmacy, if I go for a run, it's early in the morning when there's not going to be a soul around, and I'm coming right back home. So I get at least my fresh air in, and I'm good. Like, I'm probably going to go for a run tomorrow because the weather the past few days hasn't been the greatest here, so I'm kind of going to go for a run tomorrow, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, you just have to look at it from a different perspective. And like I said, this is an opportunity for you to work on things and do things that you actually want to do, but everyone is so fixated on the fact that they can't leave their home that they're just so stressed out about that. And I'm just like, do you know what I saw that was actually great? On, I think it was either Friday. It was Friday when I went out. I saw a girl outside of her house with her laptop on. With her laptop out. She had her plug out. She had her laptop outside. She was working on her laptop outside. I thought that was perfect. I thought, why can't people just do that? You're still outside. We can still connect with people. And there you go. Like, I have some friends who live downtown who don't have balconies. So for them, they're literally like inside. Whereas my one friend, they have a balcony. I'm like, go on your fucking balcony then. Like, go out on your balcony. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Very few of my friends are actually loving this. Like, my one friend, she loves this. She's like she's in hog heaven right now. She's like, listen, I don't need to go outside. I am straight. So I'm living my best life right now. So, and for me, again, I'm an introvert extrovert split. So before the Corona stuff was going on, I was going out very frequently. To put in perspective, prior to maybe 3 Fridays ago, I had gone out every Friday for the past month, whether it be to a concert, date, meeting up with friends, doing my podcast with Sana, my friend Sana, like just doing shit. Like, I was busy. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't at work, I was out doing stuff or going to the gym or doing it. Like, I was going on the go. And then this happened, and that derailed and stopped all of that. Now, did I curl up into a fucking ball in a shell and go, oh my God, I can't do anything? No. Because My life does not, and I think that's just, I just don't look at life that way. It just, you got to make, sometimes you have to make chicken, chicken salad out of chicken shit. Sometimes you have to make stuff work. My life has been all about adapting. So for me, I've just had to adapt to this. A lot of people who are very regimented, I guess, and are very like detail oriented, and I have to do things this way, and this whole situation has kind of derailed all that because now they have to adjust, and they don't want to adjust, and they can't adjust. Whereas with me, my life has been about adjusting. My life has been about change and adapting, and one thing goes on and then I have to switch it to something else. Like, that's been my life in a nutshell, and it's worked for me. And I guess for other people it's a struggle, but I mean, listen, this stuff is, at this point, it doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon, unfortunately. I would love to say that it will, and I do believe that eventually this will pass. I've said this to people. People think I'm just being a cynic, but I don't believe this isn't going to last forever. Okay, there is going to come a point where this is going to pass, and we're going to be able to go and move on with our lives. Okay, this will just be a blip, and like 5 years from now, we'll all be joking about this Corona shit. That's what I fully truly believe. But for right now, I just think people need to be smart and take the precautions that they need to take. There's more cases now. Actually, I saw on my Instagram feed there was actually, I'll pull it up, the article, because I have it saved actually, or because someone actually commented on it. So let me see if I can find it. Sorry. So basically, it said here that this was on Sunday actually. So Ontario has confirmed 211 new cases of COVID-19, including 2 new deaths. This was on Sunday. 211 new cases. Okay, Ontario alone, the province that I fucking live in. Okay, so what that says to me is that people are not taking the shit seriously and are not being smart about it, because they think, oh, it's a government conspiracy and blah blah blah, or I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna live my life anyway and fuck the corona. No, motherfuckers, you need to be smart. Okay, because it's not about you, it's about everybody else. Okay, I mean, and like I said in my last vlog about this, we're gonna see the good in people and bad. And my hope is that people start waking the fuck up and taking this shit more seriously. Because if they don't, then this shit's not going to end. And guess what? We're not going to have a summer. And we're going to spill into the end of the year. And I don't want that. I want to at least have a summer. And that's kind of what I said to people. I don't give a fuck how long. If we have to quarantine all the spring, so be it. I want to have a summer. Okay? So I want people to be smart. Take the necessary precautions you need to take, and stay the fuck in your house if you have to. And if you are sick, stay the fuck home. Okay? Like, people just need to really think about this shit and really be smart about it. And my hopes is that people do. Whether they do or not, who the fuck knows? I mean, I did the Corona one last week. It's gotten a fair amount of views. I got a comment on it actually. So thank you to, hold on, I'm gonna shout him out because he's a good guy. He actually shouted me out on YouTube. So I just want to read what he said. Sorry, just give me a sec here. So he said, the comical Canadian. So thank you, comical Canadian, for shouting me out. So I'm going to shout you out right back. But yeah, just people just need to be smart, man. And this, I think, like I said, my goal and the premise behind this particular vlog is I've been in quarantine for damn near a week. Okay. This whole Corona has affected me in a lot of ways, with my job, with my social life, with a lot of things that I want to do. But there is no way that, given my life and my experiences in my life, that I'm going to allow this coronavirus to completely crush me to the point where I can't function and live my life. I just have to adapt and adjust the best way that I can. And that's what I'm telling you people to fucking do, okay? Until this coronavirus gets nipped in the bud and over with and done, let's be fucking smart. And take this time and maximize this time to do what works for you, okay? To go find a hobby, do things that interest you, or do things that you wanted to do that you couldn't do because you're working all the fucking time. The funny thing for me is, when I tell people that I'm laid off, people go like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, they feel like I am crushed. Like, I'm actually good. Not that I don't love what I do. I don't want it to come across like I don't. I do. What I want people to understand is that my life is not defined by my career. I don't define my life success or anything by my career. If I'm not, the basically means like if I'm not working, that doesn't mean I'm a failure. I'm not a failure in any stretch of the imagination, because there's still other things I want to do and have aspirations to do more. Um, and again, I think maybe it's because I was laid off before, so my perspective on it's a little bit different. But for me, I can never allow something like this to completely crush me to the point where I can't function. That's just now how I'm built. I'm not built like that. Does it suck? Of course it sucks. I like to be able to work and help people and stuff like that, but I'm not able to do that right now. So I have to be able to now be. The goal for me now is to make sure that I'm the best Michael I can be going forward, whether it be health wise, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all those things. And that's kind of what I'm doing now, right now, is taking those steps. And doing these vlogs also, like I said, for you lovely folks, it helps me too, because I get to vent. I get to say what I want to say, and entertain people and stuff like that. And people seem to like the vlogs, so I'm gonna keep doing them. So there you go. So on that note, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you took something from this vlog. I hope people are just, like I said, smart about this whole thing and they take it seriously, and we try to remedy this shit so we can have a summer. Okay, so that's the goal. Have a fucking summer. Okay, because the rest of the year, most of this year has sucked ass, but I think at least if we can have a summer, then we can make this shit work. All right. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, but I hope y'all are doing well. Stay safe. Like I said, social distancing is important. Obviously, keep in touch with your family and loved ones when you can. Again, my condolences to the families and people that are affected by this shit, who've gotten sick, or the people that have passed away. My condolences to you and your families. But hopefully we can try to nip this shit in the bud. We can learn from this experience, people, and move, and hopefully we become a better society because of it. Hopefully, we can hope. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm out. Peace. Take care.